So today we're talking about the real price of being the best version of yourself. So prepare, have your drink, your coffee, your matcha, whatever you want to have, and we're going to talk about this. And we're talking women only because I can only speak for myself and for my gender. I cannot speak for men. I cannot speak for men. Only for women. Okay, so men, if you want to take a step back, you can just hear if you're interested, but this is not for you. So what it takes to be the best version of yourself as a woman. Well, believe me, I'm still in this journey of trying to become the best version of myself every single day. And it's the hardest thing I ever done in my whole life, because I have had to face all of my traumas, demons, and everything in between. Because when you're trying to become the best version of yourself, it takes a lot of action. And I repeat it again, action. Why? The fact that you're dealing with your traumas and with everything that happened in the past that is keeping you stuck is the only thing that is gonna keep you from becoming the best version of yourself. So the most important thing in this whole thing is to heal yourself. This is like literally one step. If you heal yourself, everything just comes so easy. You're gonna have the energy, you're gonna have the power, you're gonna be fully motivated every day to step up and do what you need to do. Wake up at 4, do the gym, do the whole get ready, do the whole cleanup, do the whole meal prepping. Like, you need freaking energy to be able to withstand the best version of you. Because the best version of you, first of all, never gives up. Wakes up super early, prioritizes health, prioritizes mental health, and is not louchy nor lazy nor unprepared nor basically everything negative that you can imagine. That's not your best version. Your best version is everything positive. So to become the best version of yourself, I have noticed that you simply have to heal first. You have to heal, because you're never gonna have the energy, because your trauma is gonna always be there. Your past emotions, anything in the past that happened to you, it's gonna always be in between you and your best version. And your best version is pure action. It's simply that. Your best version is you doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing. That's it. But it's you. At the end, it's you. You don't want to be somebody else. It's gonna be you at the end of the day. But it's you doing everything that you need to do, no matter what. No matter if you have your period, no matter if you have a lousy day. It's gonna be you with no excuses. This is why it's called the best version of you. What nobody talks about is what is in between you and your best version. And that is freaking trauma. That is freaking depression. That is freaking not being healed. Or that is freaking chains and chains and chains of, family BS that was passed down to you. This is what nobody is talking about. Nobody is talking about this. This is the first time I'm saying this that I heard somebody say that, so it's probably gonna be the first time you're gonna hear this. I've seen 100 videos about becoming the best version of yourself. I've seen 100 videos about healing, all the videos that you can think of. And what stands in between one of the other, it's your trauma, your depression, all these things that you really need to treat. Okay, so for certain things you are gonna need God, and other things you're gonna need therapy. I'm sorry, but some of us don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It's either you accept it or not. It's either you're gonna be there or not. You're either gonna be in your main goal, which is taking action, doing the things that you have to do, becoming the best version of yourself, or healing. But one cannot stand without the other, because not all of us can take the normal route as a normal person with no trauma, no nothing, like they had a beautiful childhood, this and that. I would say 80% of people have traumas, 80% of people are depressed, and 80% of people need to heal. Okay, so if these are the percentages of people that need to heal, which is around 80% of the population in the world, imagine not everyone is operating in their best self. Not everyone, 80% of people are not operating in their best self right now. 80% of women are not operating in their best self because there's deep wounds inside. You can talk about all day about how many steps you have to take. You can talk about all day about how many meals you have to make, how many days, at what time you have to wake up, at what time you have to do this, at what time you have to do that, what kind of makeup routine. I can hear that all day. But if I don't have the mental strength to do it, nothing is happening. If I don't have the consistency to do it, nothing is happening. So until you heal completely, that every day you can say, I'm happy with myself, I have healed myself, I thank God for my healing, I have worked on myself for these many months or these many years, because healing doesn't take 1 year, it can take many. Okay, many. You just have to be self-aware enough to know that you need healing. So yes, to become the best version of yourself, you have to know it's all about action. It's nothing rock science. It's not rocket science. It's all about actions. But if you don't have the mental strength, the mental energy, the emotional energy to do it, because you have so many blocks blocking you from this energy to do these actions, you will never be able to become the best version of yourself. You're gonna start one day, in a week you're gonna lose all motivation because your negative thoughts are gonna take over, and then 1 week with nothing happening, and then you're gonna have another burst of motivation, maybe like 4 days you're doing well, and then another negative thought attack, and then 7 days with no motivation, and you're always gonna be like that. Like, it's never gonna be consistent for you until you focus just on healing. That's all you can do right now. And you're gonna need God for this one. Believe me. And you might need therapy as well. So consider that. If you can spend $50 on a pair of pants, and if you can spend $20 on a meal, $50 on a pair of shoes, you can definitely spend $60 on online therapy like BetterHelp, even though I'm not a sponsor at all. But I've listened to their, sponsored videos, and they have really good deals, to be honest with you. I myself, my goal is to go to therapy for at least 12 weeks. So I am thinking about it, believe me. And yeah, you're gonna need a lot of work, self-work, deep self-work, to be able to withstand that. And after that, everything just comes super easy for you, believe me. Okay? So this video is just to remind you that your best self is just pure action, but you cannot do the actions if you're not healed. So think about it and just analyze it and have a deep reflection on it. Okay? Thank you.